Banks Productions, baby.
Yeah, it's the underground, it's the underground, it's the underground, it's the underground. You better pass, you better run, and that's your ass, boy, you done. It's the underground, it's the underground, yeah, it's the underground, it's the underground. You better pass, you better run, and that's your ass, boy, you done. Move the sticks, first down. You better not step out of bounds. You don't really want it, but you really need it. It's the underground, man, we undefeated. Michael Jackson couldn't beat it, fourth down, couldn't reach it, man, your squad about to lose it. Go ahead and face the music, flip a coin, you still lost. Pay the cost to beat the bars, turn your motherfucking lights off. Yeah, CTE, these niggas can't see me. Got your head fucked up, got the gang locked up, and it's over for your ass. Fourth down, you better pass. You know what it is, you ain't gotta ask. It's the underground, it's the underground, it's the underground, yeah, it's the underground. You better pass, you better run, and that's your ass, boy, you done. It's the underground, it's the underground, yeah, it's the underground, it's the underground. You better pass, you better run, yeah, that's your ass, boy, you done.
Yeah, you know what it is, baby. It's your host, Filthy Rich, man, of the Underground Sports Show, man. We live all the time, man. Call into the show, 412-407-2744. Yeah, Tuesday night, baby. So you know what time it is, man. It's time for late night sports talk. Time for the Freestyle show, and we gonna get it on, man. NFL talk all day, man. NFL free agency going crazy, man. They call it a frenzy for a reason, man. Y'all ain't think it was gonna go this hard, but it did. So let's go, man. It's the Underground Sports Show. Yeah. Yeah, got a lot to talk about tonight. We're gonna get into the Stiller focus. We gotta focus on the Stillers, cause hey, Omar Khan is cooking, right? Omar Khan is cooking again. We're gonna see about that. I don't know, man. I got my doubts, at least about the past, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna see what happened in the future here in Pittsburgh, but we're gonna get all around the league, see who got better, who got worse. All here on the Underground, baby. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, man, it's your host, Filthy Rich, once again, man. Pittsburgh Big Dog in the house. What up, baby? Salute to you, too, my brother. What's going on, man? You couldn't get away with the free agent frenzy today, baby. Had to get here early, didn't you? Yes, sir, man. Everybody, check out my man, Pittsburgh Big Dog, and his show, too, man, on SE Sports World tomorrow night at 9 o'clock, man. It's going to be a great show, man. They're going to get in on all this stuff. Most likely have better opinions than me, you know what I'm saying, tonight. But, hey, it's Tuesday night, so it's my night. And it's the Freestyle show, y'all. It's the Freestyle show. But we talking NFL, free agency. We going to get into the draft because it all mixes together. And one thing I told y'all, man, and you know, we couldn't help but talk about the draft prior to free agency. But I knew, no matter what team you root for in the NFL, after free agency, your whole NFL draft thoughts or mock draft, whatever you had for your team to do in your head, was probably going to change, right? Was probably going to change because you're going to pick up somebody in free agency that's going to change your whole mindset of what your team needs to do in the draft, right? So, once again, tonight, my question of the day is the same thing. I got another question of the day, too, so we'll get into that. But question of the day remains the same, man. Because one thing the Steelers did not pick up in free agency is a quarterback, okay? There's two quarterbacks right now up in limbo that the Steelers could have in free agency. One's old, one's kind of washed up, one's looking like a bust, the other one looking like he can't do it no more. Man, one is the leader, one ain't a leader. Hey, we got decisions to make, man. And we got other teams making their decisions on their quarterback, and it's almost looking like Kyler Murray might be the destined Steeler quarterback, man. Is it in Kyler Murray's destiny to be the Steelers quarterback? It really might be, man. It's just my question of the day. What do you think, man? Call into the show. Tell me if I'm crazy or not. But I'm leaning on the Kyler Murray side. All right, I got into it a lot last show, so I got to super repeat myself unless somebody call into the show, say something in the chat, and I got to defend Kyler Murray right now. But I'm probably lying. I got a couple things prepared to defend myself on Kyler Murray even further than I was already. So we'll get into that as the show goes on. But I don't think either one of these dudes is the worst option in the world. But at the same time, one's got to outweigh the other, right? Pros and cons, man. Both of them got pros. Both of them got cons. And the Steelers' options are very low. Or we could just go with Will Howard, right? We could just go with the mystery man, right? One thing we know about Will Howard is that we don't know shit about Will Howard at all, right? Except for what he did in college, and everybody jumped on my ass for talking about what people did in college, right? I shouldn't be talking about what people do in college, even though the NFL's draft is coming up, and that's all you're gonna be speculating when it comes to that. When it comes to the NFL draft, you're gonna be picking guys out about what they did in college. So when I look at like Kyler Murray, if I'm a coach, not a coach that failed him like they did in Arizona, right? Horrible coaches in Arizona, horrible GMs in Arizona. Not a team like Arizona that failed him. I'm thinking like a coach that is successful like a Mike McCarthy. I'm thinking like an organization that's successful like the Pittsburgh Steelers and could put Kyler Murray in the right spot, right? So that's one question of the day. My other question of the day, which I don't have up there, but you got to maybe memorize it in your head, call into the show, let me know what's up. But are we still in Pittsburgh? Are we still picking a wide receiver number one, even though we know what happened in free agency the past couple days? Well, not even free agency. We traded for Michael Pittman Jr. Everybody knows. There's no mystery, right? So is our draft speculation changing? Or do we still think picking a wide receiver in the first round is the smart thing to do for the Pittsburgh Steelers? Now, we need a guard. We need a middle linebacker to replace a middle linebacker that ain't playing too well, who we'll get into in a little bit. But other than that, the Pittsburgh Steelers don't have a lot of, bright needs after wide receiver, maybe quarterback, and inside linebacker, right? I would say those are top three needs. But that doesn't mean you're going to get exactly what you need out of the draft. So sometimes you got to pick best player. But after picking up Michael Pittman Jr., do you still feel like the Steelers should pick a wide receiver at number one? And what type of wide receiver should we be picking at number one? And I'm going to break a lot of that down later, but let's just get some small talk in and see if we can get some people up in here, man. We about 8 minutes in, man. So, I like to do my icebreakers and chill for a little bit. See who we can get up in here. It's a little early today for me, so I'm all good with that. Let's see, the Pens. Pens played tonight in a pivotal game in North Carolina. The Hurricanes are in first place in their division, and the Pittsburgh Penguins are in second place in their division. And the Penguins lost 5-4 in overtime. They were up 4-3, let them score late in the third period, and then went to overtime, and Carolina took them out. Carolina sitting at 41-17-6, who are clearly better than the Penguins sitting at 32-17-15. Okay, that third number, if you don't know in hockey, is overtime losses. Okay, so yes, the Penguins have 15 overtime losses. They keep track of that stuff in hockey because that's probably the sport with the most overtimes you'll see. You know what I mean? Because hockey's just a hard sport to score in. So yeah, but other games in town. Pitt had a big ACC win today. And let's check out some video on Pitt's ACC win over Stanford today in the ACC tournament, man. Hey, everybody's talking about Josh Capel getting fired, man. Maybe he can save his job with another win. Okay? So Pitt beats Stanford 64-63. Not at the buzzer, but a last-second shot to win the game by DeMarcus Minor. And here's go right here. Let's check it out. Here's the final seconds here at the Pitt game. As you seen there, DeMarco Minor shot his shot, missed it, and got back up there and tipped his own miss. Got his own rebound, put it back in for the win, 64-63 for the Pitt Panthers, man. And shout out to Pitt, man. Not the greatest season in the world, but they do upset the 10th seed, Stanford. Damn, what's Stanford's logo? I don't even know. What is Stanford? What? I don't know why I can't think of it right now. But anyway, they beat Stanford. And next they got NC State, who's the 7th ranked team in the ACC. So we shall see, man. If they can get that upset, man, Josh Capel might be saving his job, man. If they make a little run in the ACC, which is Pitt is known for, man. We don't make it. I ain't saying we always win the ACC or nothing, but we'll make a little baby run. Maybe he can save his job, save his face, or whatever like that. Because I'm hearing a lot of rumors about Capel being out of here. I think he's a decent coach. Definitely got some good pedigree coming out of Duke, playing in the NBA. But we shall see for Pitt, man, how that's going to go. All right, last thing on the icebreakers, though, man. Logan Paul, man. The reason this got to be an icebreaker because we got the NFL draft coming up here. I think here in Pittsburgh. And Logan Paul is challenging folks. And not just any folks. He's challenging NFL players to fights, right? He swears he can beat down any NFL player in a boxing match. At least that's what he said until my man Le'Veon Bell hit him up and was like, bruh, let's get it on, right? So the story is that Logan Paul just thinks he can beat anybody in the NFL. He's calling out Myles Garrett. Well, really what happened was Tom Brady called him a bitch, right? He's calling out Gronkowski. He's calling out all these dudes that don't know how to box. And he's been training boxing. And he's in the WWE. I didn't know that, right? I don't pay attention to wrestling. But he's in the WWE. So he wants to fight nobody. But when Le'Veon Bell stepped to him, he ain't want no smoke. So let's listen to see what Le'Veon Bell say on Debo and Joe about your boy backing out of the fight against him because he ain't want to scrap. Your boy Logan Paul. Let's see what Le'Veon Bell got to say about it.
I think we might have our good mans.
We got our good man.
Yep.
Look here, man. We got a special guest today now. Joining us right now is 3-time Pro Bowler, 2-time All-Pro, Le'Veon Bell, the man that go whoop the brakes off somebody if he didn't stop ducking it.
That's that
Le'Veon,
man.
hey, Juice, how you doing today, baby?
Man, hey, man, I appreciate y'all having me,
Hey,
bro.
man, we appreciate
Debo and Joe,
you
shout out to
coming
y'all,
on,
man.
brother.
Man, appreciate y'all having me. Real talk.
Hey, look here, man. It was some jibber jabber going back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
One of them Paul boy was popping off at the mouth. You said, "Hey, I'm here." It looked like an initial duck.
You look like he said one of them Paul boys. He don't know who they is either. Logan, Josh, I don't even know their names.
Get out the way. Don't let him get to me. But then he made like he was coming back. I really think what happened is he realized as soon as he said that, you know what? This dude can actually fight. You know, he got some power and he around my same size. It ain't gonna be some little dude that I'm fighting. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be pretty
He around my
embarrassing.
age.
when
He
you knock
ain't
him out.
too old.
So, I mean, that's what I think. Why do you think he initially was ducking you, bro?
Man, he initially ducked. I knew. Let me tell you how I knew he's gonna duck. Let me tell you how I originally knew. I originally knew right away when he was naming in the interview, right? He was naming all the NFL, man, I'll knock out, I'll fight Tom Brady, I'll fight Gronkowski, I'll throttle Myles Garrett. I will throttle Myles Garrett, right? So he's saying all this stuff, bro. I'm like, oh, bet. But he named all these players, and Logan knows I fight. Like we both fought on Misfits promotion before. Like he knows that I fight, but he made sure Le'Veon Bell's name wasn't said. He was making sure, name all these other guys, boom, boom, boom. I'm like, no. You want to fight NFL players, Logan? No, you know I'm the one who got training. I'm the one who actually do this. What's up? Let's do it in Pittsburgh. That's where Le'Veon Bell low-key made the name, right? Let's do it in Pittsburgh because it's the first NFL draft in like 50, 60 years.
Perfect timing.
It's like and all these NFL players gonna be there that you swear that you just so much tougher than, bro. Come knock out somebody or come beat somebody who actually do this in front of all NFL people.
Wow. In front of the NFL people, right? What a great idea, Le'Veon Bell. What a great idea. That would have been some smoke, man. That would have been some smoke. I mean, Tom Brady's already the one that called him a bitch. And you know Tom Brady's going to be there. Tom Brady's team got the first pick in the draft, bruh. Tom Brady was going to be front and center for the scrap. They could have did that like on Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night after the fiasco was over, because the draft's over after Saturday night. People going to be looking for something to do. And you can't tell me in little old boring Pittsburgh that this wouldn't have been a main event now. I mean, you already got Le'Veon Bell. Now, he tried to pump fake Le'Veon Bell like he wasn't a draw. Oh, you ain't a draw. Come on, dog. Come on, dog. Le'Veon Bell, not a draw? Everybody knows Le'Veon Bell. And you promoted it. You said you can beat any NFL player. Now you saying somebody's not a draw? You was calling out everybody. But you want to call out players that's playing right now. And, so they can risk their future. But you don't want to risk your future, huh? Because you put out the fake phone call, right? Let's check out the fake phone call where Le'Veon Bell called it. This is what Le'Veon Bell and everybody's saying, even though this picture here says we actually shut down the NFL challenge. The call was real. That's what Logan Paul said to TMZ Sports, right? The call was real. Let's listen up to the call, because we all know this call was phony as hell, right? You can literally tell.
Ask why?
Well, I mean, one, we don't want you to get injured.
Bro, I'm not going to get injured. These guys can't box.
I know, but...
Now, like I said, I didn't know Logan Paul was even wrestling for the WWE, but the Worldwide Wrestling Federation is worried about somebody getting hurt. That be beating people with chairs, throwing them out in the ring and on the cement. They worry about Logan Paul getting hurt. I mean, I guess he is a money grab, but come on, bro. I ain't believing
It's just unnecessary risk. Like, you don't know if you slip, you fall. I mean, you don't want to risk anything.
No.
I get it. I know you're not... We appreciate all the hype, right? Like, we get you're doing your thing, that's great. But, like, you can't have a box. You're full-time WWE.
Hey, my loyalty's with the WWE. I'm a good independent contractor, brother. Whatever you guys need.
Now, you's an independent contractor, but dude just said you're full-time WWE, and he's stopping you from making some other money. How you an independent contractor, but you let another guy or another business that you're working for stopping you make another dollar? Make that make sense right there. Or am I tripping? Man, hey, what up, bro? In the chat, what's up, big bro? I don't want to change the subject, but did you see Bam Adebayo put up 83 points? I did not. And you can always change the subject on a freestyle show for sure. It don't even matter. Don't matter on any show, but that's the reason it's called the freestyle show. No, I did not see up to 83 points, man. I was checking the Penguins game, caught the highlights to the Pitt game. Then I was doing some more research for the show, and I did not see no NBA 83 points. And that's a big man, too. I gotta check that out. Who they play tonight? Did they win? Did they win? But yeah, Logan Paul, you're an independent contractor. You're supposed to be able to do what you want to do. But you backing out of the whole fight because you know Le'Veon Bell talked that shit. And if you don't fight Le'Veon Bell, then you're a sucker, so you found out an excuse. Even though they hit you with chairs, tables, and ladders and all that shit in the WWE though, so they trip and talk about they don't want somebody to get hurt. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean that's crazy to me. All right, let's get into some NFL, man. Let's get it. We already talked about my question of the day, but Aaron Rodgers or Kyler Murray, man, let me know what you feeling right now, or you just straight Will Howard guy. I think the Steelers. I'm really rooting for Kyler Murray. The Wizards. Okay, they played the Wizards and the Heat won 150 to 129. Damn, smashed them too. Okay, 150. They were starting to score a lot in the NBA, and then they kind of slowed down again, man. But 150, yeah, that's no defense around, boy. God damn, no defense. All right, but yeah, let's talk Baltimore Ravens real quick, man. I was talking Kyler Murray for a second, but I'll get back into that. Let's talk Baltimore Ravens. I just found out maybe about an hour and a half ago that Max Crosby deal with the Ravens is null and void. Max Crosby is now back with the Raiders, and Baltimore does not have Max Crosby no more, and they got their two first round picks back, bruh. Because Max Crosby failed a physical. Bruh. He had surgery in January, just in January. Number one, Ravens, why are you trading for a dude and giving away 2 first round picks for a guy that's coming off of surgery in January? You know, it's just February just left. Are we that desperate? I think they are. They're pretty in their feelings still about last year, right? Now, the Ravens will have always spent money when they want to win. And I'm not knocking the Ravens for that. But this one just ain't work out for y'all, baby. And I just really want to laugh at the fans who thought they had Max Crosby in the bag. They didn't give a fuck about them 2 first round picks at all. Because you got a squad already. But they wanted squad. They wanted somebody proven. They wanted somebody right now to sack whoever we got at quarterback, sack Joe Burrow, sack Josh Allen. But nah, it ain't going to happen with Max Crosby. You need to look other ways now. And at the same time, if you don't know, Jim Harbaugh snatching up all the players from Baltimore, bruh. Isaiah Likely, Patrick Ricard, building up a squad for the Giants. And y'all just poo-pooed on it. And y'all try to be slick against Max Crosby. It ain't working out for you, is it? So, yes. I wonder who's the most upset, though. Brim in the chat says 83 is crazy, but give me Will Howard or A-Rod. I think the Ravens see how much they lost, so they need them ones back. Yeah, they need them ones back. They in their feelings, bruh. Fired their coach and try to go get Max Crosby in desperation. For sure. Give me Will Howard or A-Rod, though. No Kyler Murray. From the intelligent football guy, Brim. I ain't mad at you, dog. But, and I think that's exactly what the Steelers is thinking. It's just not what I'm thinking, bruh. It's just not what I'm thinking. I'm thinking athletic. I'm thinking future. And I'm thinking rejuvenation, man. Everybody's talking bad about Kyler Murray because of his size, even though he won Heisman in that Oklahoma system, you know, that put up numbers and got other NFL quarterbacks being successful. Baker Mayfield, who else? Caleb Williams. Y'all love them. All played at Oklahoma. And I'm probably forgetting somebody recent too. I know I am. But, yeah. Kyler Murray's coming out of that. And I know people don't want to talk about college, but look, Michael Vick was the man in college, got into the pros, and what did he do? He didn't want to study. Now, Kyler Murray playing Call of Duty. Now, we all love Michael Vick, right? So don't back out of this one. We all love Michael Vick. We especially love Eagles Michael Vick, right? Why? Why do we like Eagles Michael Vick? Because it was the new Michael Vick, right? It was the rejuvenated Michael Vick. Now, he went through way more than Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray just been through an ACL tear, and he been through a coach that kind of benched him, and, you know, just was in his feelings. They gave him a little shitty contract. I wouldn't have signed no contract with no, you can't play video games more than, I just wouldn't have did it. But y'all do remember Michael Vick saying that I used to throw DVDs out the window, bruh, in his first stint in Atlanta, right? Now, he just looked at his athleticism take over. And I know Mike Vick went to NFC championships and all that good stuff like that and probably had more success. And not probably, but definitely had more winning success in Atlanta than Kyler Murray did in Arizona. But Kyler Murray was in Arizona, right? Kyler Murray's in Arizona. So we need to rejuvenate Kyler Murray. And we just hired a coach who's supposed to be what? A quarterback whisperer, right? Now, didn't Michael Vick have a quarterback whisperer in his life? His name is Andy Reid. Andy Reid rejuvenated Mike Vick and had Mike Vick slinging that thing, baby. Slinging that thing. There's no lies told. Michael Vick was not a good passer in Atlanta. He went off athleticism. He had a crazy backfield and a stingy defense, bruh. That backfield with Ward Dunn and T.J. Duckett was crazy. And all they did was run the ball. Go check them boys, man. Go check them boys. And a very good coach. What was the coach? That was the old Denver's coach with the big bifocals. Come on, man. Somebody old in the chat. Remember who Mike Vick's coach was, man. I can't think of his name. Good coach, though. Kyler Murray had no good coaches. He ain't had no good GMs. DeAndre Hopkins, you know, he played with what? Larry Fitzgerald 1 year. But there was some years where my man put him up some numbers, man. He put him up some numbers. Let's check stats of Kyler Murray. These are his Oklahoma stats right here. I'll put up the other stats. But yeah, let me tell y'all something about these college stats. Okay. You're right. No doubt. The chat, Brim says, my cousin TJ Duckett. Tom Holliday says, but if McCarthy thought Kyler was worth it, he would take him. And you know, that's very true. I'm just out here spitting my opinion, man. I ain't saying this is what the Steelers are going to do. I just strongly feel this is like what the Steelers should be doing. And I'm trying to conjure the spirits, man. I'm trying to conjure the spirits. Because one thing I know is teams that need a Kyler Murray just keep getting eliminated. And Kyler Murray, you only got to pay him $1.3 million. And I want to pay a quarterback the least. That's how you go on Super Bowl runs. You planning less than a rookie quarterback, bruh. Less than a rookie quarterback. Now, Omar was cooking when he picked up Russell Wilson. Omar was cooking when he picked up trash-ass Justin Fields. You're not going to tell me Justin Fields is better than Kyler Murray. You're not going to tell me that. You're not going to tell me that. But Omar Cohn was cooking when he got both of them at the same time. He was cooking. But the food was nasty, wasn't it? The record was cool, but we know Mike Tomlin gonna do it with anybody. Duck Hodges, Mason Rudolph, it don't matter. Old ass Big Ben, it don't matter. Tommy Warner in chat says, I'll give him 1.3. You got to. Brim in the chat says, TJ Duckett's cousin in the chat's trying to say, I'm telling you, Will Howard can, bro. And I do think Will Howard's good. Will Howard's just a mystery. I did love the pick. I liked all that. He had numbers, for sure. But he could be a deer in headlights too. And what's wrong with having them both on the team instead of Aaron Rodgers? That's just my look at it. There's more of a future. There's more of a future in that situation.
Press 1 to send a voicemail. Press.
Ow. You on the underground? What's good with you?
Yo, what up?
Yo, what up with you, baby?
Hey, you can hear me?
Yeah, okay. We can all hear you good, brother.
You hear me now?
Mm-hmm. We got you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Okay.
I got you.
All right.
Good.
You said Justin Fields ain't better than Kyler Murray, but you just got off the point of what they did in college. And I respect what they did in college, too. I mean, it goes for something. That's what you get drafted at. Okay, so we're going to go with that. Justin Fields put up numbers in college, too. So it's like you can't totally fix. And Justin Fields never really had, you know what I mean, Chicago was going through whatever, I guess, rebuilding. The Jets, the Pits, the Steelers' offense, really, he didn't have no weapons. So, I mean, he in the same boat as Kyler Murray, kind of, I guess, you know what I mean, except without the injuries, I guess.
Okay,
you know
here's my proof that here's where you're wrong at, though. Yes, I talked about both college careers, right? Now let's talk about both pro careers. Kyler Murray got years where he got busy now, and I'm about to throw them stats up right here on the screen.
He got busy a year.
Oh, at least 2.
At least 2. 2 years.
At least 2.
2 years out of how many? He been in the league 5 years.
Hold on, I'm about to put it up on the screen. Look at it myself.
Yeah, I'll give you 2 years.
Definitely
I
too.
think he had a lot of turnovers or something. No, he had a lot of picks though, right?
Yeah. He had a year where he threw for his rookie year. He threw for 3,722. Justin Fields ain't sniffing that shit. Then he threw for 3,971 his sophomore year. Then 3,787. I mean, 20 touchdowns, 26 touchdowns, 24. Kyler Murray was on everybody's fantasy football team at one time, bro.
He was. I give you that. I just forgot a little bit, but yeah, okay. So yeah, he had better success.
And so that's my difference.
You're right.
That's my difference.
You're right.
So college, yeah.
I give him 1.3.
Yeah.
I give him 1.3.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I give him 1.3.
I mean,
as opposed to trying to go. You can't roll the dice with an old ass Aaron Rodgers for a whole nother.
Come on, man. Now last year,
I don't know, man.
Last year, me and you went back and forth. Like, hey, I was messing with you. Was like, fuck that old motherfucker. But I can't. I gotta ride with you this year. We don't need to do that again, man. I mean, talk about wasting time and entertainment value too, man. No. I'd rather watch Kyler Murray try to figure it out. That's gonna be entertaining. Believe me. Especially with this squad that we're setting up.
I mean, they got to give him the right OC, too. I don't know who the OC is or what type of guru he is, but Kyler Murray, he needs somebody. They're going to have to get him outside the pocket or something. I don't know what they're going to do. Maybe a lot of read option or something. I don't know, but they're going to have to cook something up for him to have success because his little ass ain't standing in no pocket and slinging it.
You think Aaron Rodgers was a pocket quarterback?
I think he was like, statue for the most part. I mean, he's old. He can't. It was like, No. I'm talking about career. I'm talking about career Aaron Rodgers. I'm talking about even prime Aaron Rodgers. Do you think he was a pocket passer? Nah, not really. I mean, he could run a little. He could run some, but I wouldn't say he was like, a dual threat. But I mean, when he was younger, he was special, and he was accurate as hell. So, Aaron Rodgers is, that's Hall of Fame worthy, or at some point in his life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
what I'm trying to say is Kyler Murray got that type of, I ain't saying the accuracy and all that, but I'm talking about mobility in the pocket because Aaron Rodgers definitely had that, and I'm talking about being able to throw the ball too. He got an arm. It ain't perfect, of course, but I mean, he's putting up some yards, man. He can get the ball to certain guys. I mean, Trey McBride's one of the best tight ends in the league. So, I mean, that can go both ways.
He got some weapons now too, man. I mean, I think I would roll the dice with Kyler Murray. And plus, you got DJ and you got Michael Pittman. I like that Michael Pittman pickup, man. I like him, man. I always pick him in fantasy. That's the go-to. That's my automatic go-to, man. I got love for Michael Pittman, man. I like that one.
And then I still think Freiermuth is one of the better tight ends talent-wise in the league, to me.
Yeah, they got to give him the targets, man.
Just got to throw it to him.
Just got to throw it to him. They got rid of Jonnu. We don't need no 6 tight ends, man. Run with them 2, Big Dude and Freiermuth. And you know what I mean? Let that thing go. And they got Rico Dowdle. That was a nice pickup. You know what I mean? So he got some weapons.
Yeah.
Definitely got some weapons. I like the additions a lot this year. They got Brisker on defense. So I would go with Kyler Murray, especially for the low. I'll let Aaron Rodgers sitting around deciding if you want to come back or not, man. Who
Fuck
you
that.
think you are, dog? Like, man, no.
We ain't doing that twice, cuz.
We'll see you around, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No need to do that twice. I agree on
That's
that.
what I would do. But yeah, go ahead. I'm going to listen to what else you got to talk about. I might call back in.
All right, no doubt. Appreciate the call, bro.
All right, no doubt.
All right, definitely appreciate the call there, man. Yeah, interesting, man. I mean, look, man, Kyler Murray ain't the best, the worst option in the world. I'm telling y'all. It just ain't. But neither is Will Howard. I do agree with y'all with that. Moving forward is all I want to do. As long as it ain't Aaron Rodgers, I'll be cool. I ain't going to lie. But I do think this is one of the best debates in Pittsburgh sports right now that nobody's really talking about. I don't even think the Steelers are thinking Kyler Murray, or I think they would have maybe did it already. But they got time to think, because I'm telling you, man, the only 2 other teams that I think would get Kyler Murray, right, is the Jets and the Vikings. At least that's what I was saying at the beginning of the day. Oh, shit. I didn't know Will Howard ran a 4.5. That's good shit, though. He's definitely nice, though. I didn't talk to Will Howard enough. I ain't trying to knock Will Howard with this Kyler Murray thing. I'm just getting more options to win this year, man. I think you owe T.J. Watt. I think you owe Cam Hayward, who just got an extension, right? You just paid that man $16 million. Devin Lloyd got picked up by the Carolina Panthers, and he's only making $15 million a year. So you're playing T.J. Watt is one of the highest paid players in the league, defense. Cam Hayward is one of the highest players. I think he's the highest player played in his not position, but at his age. He's the oldest, highest paid player. Damn, couldn't get that shit out, right? Now, these guys are old. They need to win now. If you want to get 100% out of these high-priced players, Jalen Ramsey's another one, right? If you want to get this out of these high-priced players, you got to bring people in to help this team, bro. You got to bring people in. You got to give them the best chance you can to win. And if that's bringing Kyler Murray and Will Howard out here, then do that. It's not a death sentence on Will Howard. If Kyler Murray is as bad as people think he is, if they think he's going to be playing Call of Duty all night, then I'm pretty sure Mike McCarthy is going to want to put the best quarterback on the field. There will be no pressure to put Kyler Murray on the field because, once again, he's making $1.3 million. So this is why this is the excellent recipe. Now, like I said, the Jets and the Vikings at the beginning of the day was the only ones I thought. There you go. Pittsburgh Big Dog says Vikings is Kyler's best move. Is it the best move for the Vikings, though? The Vikings will have to surrender their first-round pick, which was like pick number 10, J.J. McCarthy. Now, he could go be maybe the backup, but maybe the owner wants to put his money on the field with J.J. McCarthy. And, Coach, you said, hey, I'm pretty sure the coach agreed to buy in on J.J. McCarthy. So are the Vikings ready to say, and this is the only really other move that he has other than Pittsburgh, because, what's his name? Went back. Raiders quarterback. Damn, what's his name? What's his name? Hold on, I got it right here. Oh, Geno Smith. Yeah. Told you. You know I do that. Geno Smith. He's going back to the Jets for the low, though, but they traded for him. And when you trade for somebody, I always say when you trade for somebody, you got a plan, right? Now, the trade was sweet, though. I never knew. I thought when you traded, you had to swap all monies. But this trade, the Raiders keep most of the money. They have to pay Geno Smith like $19 million, and the Jets only got to pay Geno Smith $3 million. So the Jets may still be in it. But Kyler to the Vikings would be a great move, but is it a strategy move? Is it a GM? Is it a move a GM wants to make, right? Because if you don't win with Kyler Murray, because all y'all saying he ain't good, right? If you don't win with Kyler Murray, you about to lose your job. Both of y'all, GM, coach, you wasted all my money and my damn time, right? You wasting it all. So come on now. Kyler Murray, the best move for you is the Pittsburgh Steelers, bruh. There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. But the Steelers still need to pick up a wide receiver in this upcoming draft here in Pittsburgh. Y'all, what do we think? Caller on the line. Let's get to it, man. Let's get to it. Ow, you on the line. It's the Underground Sports Show. Hold on. My bad. Hold on. We ain't got you yet. Start that over. What's up, Play? What's up?
You hear me?
I got you now. I'm with you.
Yeah, you know who it is. I had to come on in.
Yeah, I don't scream out people's names. I let you scream out your name yourself. You know what I'm saying? So don't ever think I'm ignorant if I don't. That's for anybody that call in the show. If I don't say your name, act like I don't know who you is, that's for your security. You know, you can scream your name out and then I'll get it in. But what's good with you, baby? I feel
I don't care, bro. I'm gonna let it be known.
No
doubt. For everybody that want to know.
No doubt.
Nah, man. Hey, listen. So I'm gonna tell you why I'm so. Because I was at first, I was kind of a little leery about the Will Howard thing.
Okay.
But then one of my boys, he's a big Ohio State fan. I'm a Georgia guy, so you know I don't.
Okay.
But
we're gonna talk about Georgia in a minute. Go ahead. So don't let me forget. We're gonna talk about Georgia in a minute. Go ahead.
All right, that's the bet. I got you.
All right.
So when we was chopping it up, you know, my thing was, I'm like, man, he played with a loaded team. That team was unreal, like, you know, whatever. And he was just like, I get that, but he was like, look at what he did before he got to, you know, Ohio State. And I forgot. It's funny because I remember the year before I was watching Kansas State in the Big 12 championship game. I think they won.
They did.
Yeah, they won the Big 12 championship.
Yep.
And I was like, man, that quarterback is nice. Dude was running all over the place.
He was killing them that day.
Exactly. And running the rock. It wasn't even like he was really throwing it crazy all over the yard. So when he reminded me of that, then I'm thinking about what he did at O State. I'm like, oh, hold up.
Yeah.
And you got to think, like, the way that they're building this team is similar to that Ohio State team as far as, like, you got big bodies on the outside. I do still think that they need another receiver because it looks like they're leaving Calvin Austin free agency. I would love to see him back because when you got a Michael Pittman, you got a DK, then you got Pat Fryer, then you got Darnell Washington. Oh, man, you put Calvin in that. Who's guarding him? The linebacker?
Yeah.
The safety?
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean? So now like, for whatever quarterback it's going to be, it's a pick your poison in that, you know, in that offense if you get, you know, you bring Calvin back.
Right.
But that's neither here nor there. The point I'm trying to make is pretty much. So when bro was saying that, he was like, just look how he plays. Like, he's like, just go back and watch him again.
Right.
And then his NFL comp to who he, you know, for Will Howard, what he said, I was like, ooh, that could be scary. His NFL comp to Will Howard was Josh Allen. Big body, a dude who can run.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Can take over a game, again, with his legs if he has to.
Right.
He's a smart quarterback. He doesn't put the ball in danger too much. Now, again, that was a lot of college, so we didn't get to see him on the NFL level. So I would love to see what he looks like in preseason. But if he could be anything close to that, that's dangerous.
That's very true.
That's dangerous. That is very dangerous for the type of offense. Now, again, I think we still got to put, like, the O-line is not horrible, but it's not great either. It's just okay. I mean, you know, I think
they're better than they was, though, a year ago.
100%.
Okay.
I think you got something with Colt.
Yes, you do.
I think Frazier is probably if Frazier's not, he's in the top 5 best centers in the league.
No doubt.
And he was in the year too.
No doubt.
Mason McCormick was better last year than he was the year before.
Right.
And
Fontenot stepped up. Fontenot stepped up.
He stepped up.
Yeah, because he got hurt his first year. He come back off this is really his rookie year, and you never heard his name all year. And for a tackle to not hear your name, that's the best thing you could do.
I was gonna say you playing you in a good position with that.
Yeah, you invisible like a motherfucker, which is a great thing.
Right. So now they did bring in that guard from Dallas. I don't know too much about him. I kind of wanted the dude that was at Philly the year before and he played at the Chargers last year, Mekhi Becton. I feel like anything that came from that Philadelphia O-line that won the Super Bowl, all them players, if you can get any of them, I don't care, free agent, if they went somewhere and became a free agent, you need to get that dude. You know what I mean? And I think he played really well. You know what I mean? I don't know why he only had a 1-year deal in you know, Los Angeles with the Chargers. I'm saying I don't know why he became a free agent so quick. But
well, same reason Salomalo did, because it was like, I think it was a trade or whatever like that. You know what I mean? And you trade somebody with 2 years left, you could really cut them like right away, or they only got two quick years, and you know you just don't re-sign them. That's what happened with Salomalo, and he's out of here. He came from the Eagles too, so the Eagles know how to give away trash. I'll tell you that. So picking up somebody from the Eagles ain't always the safest thing to do. Usually, because that GM, he's considered the best GM in the league. And lately, everything he let go turned into shit. And I'm like, damn, you just won a Super Bowl with the motherfuckers. Damn, you just went to the Super Bowl with the motherfuckers. And then it's like, nah, they got somebody better than you, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know about that. But go ahead. I'm going to let you finish.
Hey, now here's the thing, though. Now, all GMs, they hit and they miss. I ain't going to front. I think he missed with his last pickup with this Rick Wallen. I know a lot of people are high on him. But to me, he's a long corner, which is, successful in today's league.
Yeah.
He is pretty fast.
Right.
But he makes bonehead moves.
Okay.
AKA NFC Championship game.
Seen it.
Fourth down, stop him, and then you go running your mouth to Matt Stafford, and what he do? Blew your face off the next play.
Yeah.
Came right at you.
Yeah, he
blew
did.
your face off.
And you wonder why he ain't in Seattle no more.
Yeah, like I don't like that pickup for Philly, but I'm not a Philly fan, so I don't care. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
I feel you.
I think he might have missed with this one. But we'll see. I mean, time will only tell. You feel me? So,
and one thing he's not good at is he's not really good at getting DBs, honestly. He got lucky with Dijon, what's his name? Cooper Dijon. And the other guy, who's the other guy they like? No, that's your position.
My man Quincy from Toledo.
From Georgia, right? Eddie from Georgia?
Nah, 27?
No. Who's the young boy that I thought they had from Georgia? Is Quincy Mitchell or something like that?
Oh, yeah, Mitchell. That's what his name is.
And he's
from Toledo.
The guy
he's Toledo guy.
Is he? Okay, but they like him though, right? That's their number one corner that they let go of. What's his name that we had? What's his name? What's the corner that they gave away?
Darius Slay.
Darius Slay. They gave away for him and gave him the starting spot. I didn't like him though. I don't like none of their DBs. I think that was the downfall of the Eagles. We used to get toasted a little bit. You ask me.
The reason why I know Mitchell so well though is because that's Duda's boy. You know what
Okay.
I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, and he was the one that kind of was putting me on him early, and then before he even came out, I knew what was up with dude. So I knew he was pretty good. Like he's tough. But he'll get some stuff up too though.
What's it? What's the NFL? It's the NFL for sure. Quentin Mitchell, right? That's how you say his name? Quentin Mitchell. Sure. Quentin Mitchell. Yeah. Okay. But so tell me this.
What's up?
Before I get into the Georgia, I want to get into you real quick. Give me a real quick answer to this. You don't agree with nothing I'm saying about Kyler Murray?
I think the thing that scares me with Kyler Murray is that, while I see what you're saying as far as like what the possibility can be.
Okay.
I think I always pay attention to dude's demeanor. Now that's really hard to judge, especially when you're in Arizona and you're trash.
Mm-hmm.
You are hot garbage over there.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, like something about him gives me like, I don't love football. I'm just doing it because I'm trying to, I'm getting paid.
That could be true. That could be true. I see that because that's what I'm looking for, the downside. And that's a very good point. A very, 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 very good point. You do, and I see that's your coaching mind coming out right there. You read his body language and you like, man, he ain't really into this, man. Do I want that type of guy to be my quarterback? You know what I'm saying? Do I?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that is the crowd about, and that's where the Call of Duty stuff come from. And he's doing that more than he really want to play football. He had his chance to play baseball though. He could have been a baseball player. He still could go play baseball right now, they're saying.
Yep.
So maybe that's the hold up a little bit. Who knows?
Hey, bro, before he came out in the draft, there was speculation that, like, because I think there was an interview that came out where he basically kind of said, like, baseball is my first love. Well, if it's your first love, why the hell are you, like, excuse my language, but why the hell are you doing this?
Yeah, you only pick football if it's your first love, because there ain't no way you thinking you're a first round pick in the draft, and baseball draft ain't the same, but still you can make a lot of money in baseball if you turn out to be anything, bro. You don't even got to be no star. You know what I mean?
Nope.
Football, you got to be at your pinnacle, man. You know what I'm saying? To get that But he did get his bread though. They did pay the man. They did.
Yeah,
pay
they
the
paid
man.
him really. They played him. Paid him really well. So, I will say this though, like as far as the intangibles and everything, as far as like the arm talent is definitely there. The dude obviously can run his behind off. Like, you know what I'm saying? The only downside is his height. If this dude was 6'2", we would be talking about him probably being one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Like, that's just a fact.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not going against what you're saying. I'm just concerned about, like, what Kyler Murray are we getting? Are we getting Kyler Murray that was, in Oklahoma, where, you know what I mean, you can see the love of the game. Like, you know what I mean? He was, you know what I'm saying? He was in it.
Yeah.
I don't see that no more. I don't see that.
I tell you this, I will buy Will Howard's personality over Kyler Murray's personality, for sure. The only thing wrong with Will Howard to me is that it's a mystery. You just don't, everybody's good in college, right? So I'm not saying he can't be good in the pros too, but it's just a mystery. Kyler Murray has proven a little bit on both stages. The only reason I'm picking him, and it's cheap. But real quick though, like I said, I'm going to get to Georgia. I ain't forget this time. You're going to get to Georgia. And here's my question, which is one of my questions of the day to you real quick. Do you still think the Steelers should be targeting a wide receiver in the first round of the draft this year? And could it be and should it be, because you already talked about slot receiver, and that's what made me remind me, you already talked about bringing Austin back.
Don't ask me about Zachariah Branch.
Should it be Zachariah Branch, dog, who is like one of my favorite wide receivers in this draft right now, my man? You know what I'm saying? Now, I think it might be a reach, but still, the way we done set this team up, we can reach now, right? We can reach.
First off, you can't ask me about Zachariah Branch because, first off,
I'm listening.
Now I'm about to give you some wild stuff that's crazy, right?
Right.
So I only found out about Zachariah Branch from my little cousin, because you know what I mean. I don't want to sound petty, but we was doing seasons on the NCAA. So they was like, "Yeah, you should play with USC. They got Zachariah." This was 2 years ago.
Oh, that's what he did play for them. He did play for them when he was young. Okay, go ahead. I knew his ass. Go ahead.
So I'm like, all right, man. So I get to play with the dude on the game. He's killing. I'm like, oh, this dude's unreal. I got to see him in real life.
That's funny.
So about time that like my thought process of really wanting to see him in real life came up.
Right.
You know what I mean? The college season by that time was done and over with. So then I think he hit the transfer portal. Bro, I don't care, bro. I'm one of them dudes. I be saying stuff on social media sometimes. I don't really expect to get no response.
Mm-hmm.
Man, so when he hit the portal and he showed his top three that he was thinking about going, I'm like, man, I added dude. I'm like, yeah, little bro, you need to go to Georgia. What a goodness.
And did he go to Georgia?
He added me back.
What?
And that was weird.
Nah, you a coach, dog. You a coach. You talk to him right. I got a story for you too.
Right.
I'm gonna save it for another day. I'm gonna remember this. Go ahead.
So he got it and sends me a smirk. So I'm like, what the?
Oh shit!
What is he on?
We gotta draft him now. Go ahead.
Look. 2 days later, this cat commits to Georgia.
Wow.
I said, oh,
no, you didn't. Did you get some NIL money for that recruiting, brother? Come on, tell me you got some NIL check for that recruiting.
Hey man, they need to send me some money down the pipe.
Yeah, man, come on, Gatorade passes or something. Shit, man, we see some free Gatorade.
Man. Yeah, you know what? Let me call Kirby, man.
Yeah, dog, you line that up. Now we gonna line it up for the Steelers. But no, yeah.
So,
go ahead.
So on a serious note, with all that, though, like everything that he's a gamer, man. I love that he's a gamer. Again, you see the talent. Dude can run. Really, really good hand.
Yeah. 81 receptions. That's the most receptions out of all the dudes in the draft right now. Okay, and numbers ain't everything, but 81 receptions. Let me see what else he did. The third best he did. Dude's 177 pounds, and he bench pressed 225 20 times, bro. 20 times.
Come on, man.
177 pounds.
So I'm gonna put my scout eyes on him. Like I said, really good hands. You rarely see him drop the ball. the things I love about him is that he's really good at the top of the route. So, like, at the top of the route, you know, really any route that he's run, you know, he's really creating a lot of separation.
Right.
You know, so, and that was one of the problems that we had with, you know, some receivers that were here.
Okay.
You know, they weren't creating a lot of great separation, even the good ones that we had, like as far as like a GP.
Right,
We had GP. GP wasn't really separating from cats. He was just straight up Randy Moss and cats. You feel me? Like, you know, so I think that is one thing that we do need here in Pittsburgh. Is we do need dudes that can separate. You know, and you know, I mean, create that separation where, like, all right, now I can get this, you know, this yak yard, you know, the yak yards, whatever.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Because when you say, go ahead.
So I think that somebody that he can remind me of a little bit in his own way, but it might be a little bit different, but he can remind me of a dude down in Baltimore. Even though I don't like him.
Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers.
Yes.
Ooh.
There's some similarities.
Yes, they are, because he's quick and he got some moves.
Exactly.
He's quick and he got some moves.
I think Zachariah's a faster receiver than dude, but like you said, like they're both very twitchy. You know what I mean? So it would be nice. It would be nice to see him in that last.
I think he had that. He was the third strongest receiver, and his 40 time was a 4.3. He's the fifth fastest. You know, some fast dudes, but they don't got the numbers that he got, and they don't look like him on film either. They really don't.
Man,
now Bryce Lance is nice too. You can get him a little later. You seen Bryce Lance's brother or Trey Lance's brother? Bryce Lance? You seen his film? Go check his film out, bro.
This is the first time I've ever heard about.
Fast too. And go watch him, Larry Fitzgerald. Everybody now. He played in the with the Bisons. What's that? North Dakota State, right?
North Dakota State?
Yeah, but a lot of dudes played there and come in the league. You know what I mean? Especially at receiver and DB. It's all the same everywhere you go, bruh. At wide receiver and DB, you ask me. They all the same size. And you just went to college, whatever college you went to, you know. So there might be one big Jim out there. There might be one Cornell Tate. There might be one Jordan Tyson. But there's a whole bunch of other dudes. And, you know, for a third-round pick in that third round somewhere, I mean, Bryce Lance, man, he's a big dude too, man. Y'all check Bryce Lance out. I'm telling you, worth the watch, man. He just be bodying dudes all day. He's just uber strong and stupid fast.
I gotta take him down.
Stupid fast. He looked like he could play a little bit of slot, but I would like Zachariah Branch for the Steelers slot. Don't know if I want to go first pick, but what I will say about Zachariah Branch and Jordan Tyson, if you pass up on either one of them dudes, I don't think Cornell Tate will be there. I don't think Mekhi Lemon will be there. He might drop though. His interviews was nasty. But he's really good, really, really good. I just don't think either one of these NFL dudes are smart. Them two will be gone. And if you pass up on Zachariah or you pass up on Jordan Tyson in the first round, they won't be there in the second round at pick 21 in the second round. Whatever number picked, I think it's 53. They picked 53 in the second round. And neither one of them will be there. So you'll be missing a really good receiver. So you might have to reach if you want one of them dudes. I think we need a slot receiver. We got 2 6'4" receivers on the outside, bruh. We got Twin Towers. We got Rico Dowdle running people over. We got Jalen Warren going to come in and bust you up after Rico Dowdle make you tired. We got Mount Washington. We got Pat Freiermuth, who ain't no little dude. You know what I'm saying? So we got one of the biggest teams in football, you ask me, right now. And to add some speed to that would be... I mean, Omar would definitely be cooking, but we just got to find out if that shit tastes good. Because Omar Cohen been cooking, the shit just don't taste like shit, bruh. You know what I'm saying? We've been cooking. We've been happy every preseason. We've been happy. And the results be looking the same. Reason Mike Tomlin left, because he got tired of everybody complaining about the same shit when they should have been happy, kind of. But still, we won a Super Bowl, man. It is what it is, man. Mike McCarthy ain't come here to play, brother. Any last words, bro?
Hey, listen.
Any last words?
So I got three things for you. We're gonna table these for the next conversation.
I'm with it.
One, I gotta tell you my experience versus North Dakota State when I was at Youngstown State.
Right.
So we're gonna table that. We got one for that.
Okay.
It's funny that you said we got Twin Towers because my coworker at work today called them Steel Towers. I was like, that's hard. That's hard.
Okay.
The Steel Towers.
I like it. We're gonna have to use that. Tell your mans at work. The underground got to hold that for a second, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give him his credit, though. I'm gonna give him his credit.
Yeah, no, for sure. He a good dude, man.
Yeah,
He
that's
just
what's
laugh
up.
about it.
Steel Towers, I like it. Now they just got to play like it. Let's go ahead.
And then just lastly, man, I ain't gonna lie, I forgot my third point, but it really don't matter because it'll pop back up, and like I said, the next conversation we'll be chopping it up. But yeah, I might have to call in more, man. I feel like we gave the people some good work just now,
we did.
man.
Yes,
So
we
I'm
did.
calling
And
in.
there's going to be more work to get. Draft coming up. You know we're going to be talking, man. We're going to be talking. So we'll
Yes,
be here.
sir.
We'll be here.
Yes,
No doubt.
yes, sir. I'm gonna holler at you, big bro.
Yes, sir. Have a good one, baby.
All right.
All right, Al.
You too.
All right, so yeah, man. Stiller focus up in here, man. Like you said, chopped it up, gave y'all a whole lot, man. A whole lot of reasons the Steelers should be good this year. For real, man. We just got to get somebody at the helm. We got to figure it out. It needs to happen soon. I don't really mind if it's any of them. I just don't want to move forward with Aaron Rodgers. But their options are slim. You must say that. Options slim. Nobody in the draft to move up for and just give the helm to. So, you got it in the building. Go ahead and use it. But we ain't playing with Aaron Rodgers. We ain't trying to do that. But let's talk about the ex-Stiller. Because we hurt in that middle linebacker. Matter of fact, let's talk about a current Stiller first. Then we're going to talk about an ex-Stiller. All right, current Stiller, Patrick Queen, is supposedly on the trade block. At least that's what we woke up to this morning. Patrick Queen on the trade block. Cowboys talking about trading for Patrick Queen. And it looks like the Cowboys is backing out, saying that rumor wasn't true. So look like we might be stuck with Patrick Queen. All we can do is cut him and still owe him money. I don't know if Pittsburgh wants to do that with what we're paying our quarterbacks. There's no reason to cut half decent players. And for real, I mean, he's paying them a lot of money, but they're not in a desperate situation, right? At all. But I would love to have a different middle linebacker, and that's why I'm really asking, should we be picking a first-round wide receiver still? Should it be an inside linebacker now? Should we be trying to move up in the draft and get us a fresh, new, rookie middle linebacker? Now, you got to know what you're doing when we're picking a middle linebacker, right? You got to know what you're doing because you got to hit the jackpot. Because if you don't, that's a horrible pick. We can go with you, Lou, missing on a quarterback in the first round. But other positions, you got to hit home runs when you pick linebackers and defensive tackles, right? In the first round. Especially if you're moving up. Like we did not do with Devin Bush, right? So you got to hit that home run. And I don't know if that home run guy is there. Sonny Styles, Sonny, I keep saying his name wrong. Sony, I'm going to call him Sony. I like that. Sony PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if he can play like that, though. Because Ohio State was very good. Didn't win a national championship, so he didn't really lead them to nothing like that. And with an Orville Reese on there, and with his brother back there, didn't lead them to a national championship. Stats don't look that great. He's fast, quick, all that he did at the combine. He's got one interception, one pass deflection, and only 80-something tackles. So, I don't know if Sonny Styles flashed off the screen as much in real life as he did at the combine. So I don't know if reaching for him was even smart. I like the two guys from Texas Tech. I like the guy from Texas. And I like the guy. That's kind of it, really. I just don't know if you want to reach for inside linebacker. I'm thinking if you're going to reach, you got to reach for points, right? Because that's what the NFL is about. At some point, you're going to have to outscore playoff teams, man. Because teams that score make it to the playoffs. And when you make it to the playoffs, you have to score to get to the Super Bowl. So that's why if I'm a reach, it just seems like the Steelers are in a position to where they're going to be reaching no matter what. Now, we all agreed it wouldn't have been a reach no matter what wide receiver you got before we got Pittman. But now we got Pittman, and he's making a decent amount of money. Right? So the Steelers really feel secure in that Pittman is going to be one of their guys. Maybe they're one, maybe they're two, who knows? But you still need more. I mean, we really didn't have nothing but DK Metcalf, and what's the only other wide receiver even on the roster? I think Roman Wilson. Maybe he can make a resurgence, man. Let's not forget about Roman Wilson. But he's still an afterthought when it comes to picking a wide receiver in the first round. Now, if Jordan Tyson drops that far, you got to do that, right? 6'2", 205 pounds. I don't know if he can run in the slot, but we need a slot receiver. And maybe you let Roman Wilson do that. Maybe you bring Calvin Austin III back. Not the worst idea in the world. But what if he don't want to come back? What if he get the same cheap offer from a team in the state where he want to be? That's where he's going to go. Or that treated him better in the past. But when you're talking middle linebackers, let's talk this ex-Steeler, Devin Bush, who I mentioned already. Devin Bush getting paid around this joint, man. Getting paid. And this is why you got to be careful with linebackers. It's because they can look good in other systems. He was the middle linebacker on the #1 defense in the league last year. You cannot call Devin Bush a bad linebacker. But what you can call him, like you could call Patrick Queen, is a bad middle linebacker in the 3-4 defense, though. That can be true. And you still be a decent linebacker in a 4-3 defense. Patrick Queen and Devin Bush's careers are going in opposite directions. Devin Bush is making a lot of money now from the Bears. I think he's making a good $10 million a year or something like that. Yeah, I ain't got it here, but he's making good money for a middle linebacker because he balled out last year. He has some potential in Pittsburgh. And did Pittsburgh waste Devin Bush? Did Pittsburgh waste Devin Bush? Or was Devin Bush just not good enough? But it seems like Devin Bush is having a hell of a career and having fun playing for the Seahawks, the Bears, and the Browns. He ain't having no problems playing for them and making his money. All right? We talked about Michael Pittman a lot, but I do want to show y'all, man, what I really like about Michael Pittman, man. It's the strength of Michael Pittman, okay? And let me show you where Michael Pittman get his strength from, bruh. Look at his dad, bruh. Look at his dad. Michael Pittman Sr. here, who, you know what I'm saying, used to play for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, won a Super Bowl with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Won a Super Bowl with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And look at his pops, bruh. And if you watch Michael Pittman Jr. play, he plays like he's built like this. He does. He's just a lot taller than his dad was. His dad's probably under 6 foot. You know, I don't know, what his mom looked like. I don't know where he got his height from. But they got a, it's a big dude, man. It's a big dude. I got a side by side too. You know what I'm saying? Well, Michael Pittman's dad, big, strong dude, man. And Michael Pittman reminds me of a DK Metcalf, but just a little more slimmer, but not as fast. It's kind of weird. But Michael Pittman is the same type of guy DK Metcalf is, but I think better after the catch. Now, DK Metcalf, get a straight line, he's just going to go on you. But this guy I see putting moves on people, reverse pivoting after catching balls and getting first downs, kind of reminded me of how Hines Ward used to get the tough yards with the yak and get us them first downs, man. Baby tight end. That's what I used to call Hines Ward, a baby tight end. And that's what I see out of Pittman Jr., a baby tight end. And I like it. Tough catches, all that good stuff, right? All that good stuff.
To throw. Going to take a shot downfield from Michael Pittman Jr. And he's got the ball, and his helmet came out.
Pittman the Enforcer, he is a pretty mean guy. He doesn't want friends, and he wants to beat you up. And he likes to do it through playing football.
Next to his right.
You hear that? He likes to beat people up by playing football. I told you, man, this team is big, this team is strong, and this team should be tough. There's no excuse for these dudes not to be a tough team. DK Metcalf, you want to beat up people in the crowd? Make sure you beat somebody up out there on the field. Look like Michael Pittman is willing to match you. My man Zachariah Branch, he looked like he had an attitude. Mekhi Lemon, if he drop, or if we can move up from Mekhi Lemon and put him in the slot, he's definitely going to beat you up. We look like we got a tough team. And Will Howard played for a tough Ohio State team. Kyler Murray didn't play for a tough team, so maybe he can turn it around here. And Aaron Rodgers is tough as nails himself, man. So if he come back, we just going to have a tough team, man. On offense. And we always tough on defense. Now, Mike Tomlin's gone. It's going to be a little bit of a mystery. We shall see, man. We shall see. I really like Michael Pittman.
And the end zone throws Michael Pittman.
Just tough catches, man. Look at this dude. Look at this dude. But yeah, man, I'm really hoping we could pull off whatever we pull off the quarterback position so we can have a good season, man. Steelers is due for a good season. We due for that playoff win, man. We got to get it. We got to get it. Some tough catches, man. Look at that. That's what I mean by the baby tight end thing, man. That's a tight end type of run. Look at the pivot. Dragging people. Getting extra yards. It's Joe Flacco throwing it to it. Ooh, a little push off, baby. Threw him out the club too. Reach back. Gotta like it, right? Gotta like it. Now Rico Dowdle, on the other hand, ain't so much entertainment. Rico Dowdle's all about business, baby. Every run look the same. He gonna get to it. And he gonna make you pay for it, dog. Not the biggest dude in the world, right? Don't look like the biggest dude in the world on the field. But he breaking tackles, man. And always did. I like the Cowboys. Rico Dowdle was a beast too. They just wouldn't give him the fucking ball. And I couldn't believe it because, the Cowboys, you can talk a lot of shit on the Cowboys, but Cowboys know how to find a running back. They really do. Especially a young one. You know what I'm saying? You're going to see a lot of the same thing from Rico Dowdle and his consistency, man. And we got us another big back with way more vision than Najee Harris, man. You can see it here, the vision. You see the good hands, man. You see the yards after contact. Look at the vision. Look at the hands. It's the second bobble catch he had. Do we see what I'm saying? He got the wiggle too, man. Rico Dowdle got a chance to be the next great Steeler running back. I truly believe that, man. I wish we wouldn't have got him so late. He got some tread on his tires now, about good 4 or 5 years of it. But man, if we can get 3 to 4 good years out of this guy and get some Willie Parker type seasons out of him, you know what I'm saying? Who else do we have? Let me think. Came a little late in their career at running back and did a little bit for the Steelers. I mean, Willie Parker, man, he had his good little reign. I ain't saying he's quick like that or fast like that, but he's consistent as Willie Parker was. He ain't ducking nobody. This is back in Dallas. This is 2 years ago. He got better for Carolina. He liked this toss too, man. Look at that. I think this was the 200 and something yard game. He had 234 yards against somebody in a single game. And he went and took carries off of Chuba Hubbard. Chuba Hubbard was their number one guy. He went and stole the backfield from him. I'm really surprised Carolina didn't sign him back. Really surprised. And this was my number one running back that I wanted the Steelers to get. We all knew Kenneth Gainwell probably wasn't coming back. If I was Kenneth Gainwell, I wouldn't have came back neither because they probably offered him what they offered Rico Dowdle, which was $6 million a year. He went and got $7 million, but he also went to a state where there's no state tax. So he's probably still getting $4 million more dollars just because the state ain't taking no tax dollars. So he's moving to Florida, which is better than Pittsburgh. We just got all F's on the Steelers organization from the top to the bottom, everything but Mike Tomlin. So, yeah, if you can make a couple more $1 million and live in a better place with probably better facilities, it's probably what you're going to do if you gain well. You never had no money in your career. Now, spots started to get slim and Rico Dowdle had to take what he could take. And they probably promised him number one back. And now we're going to put Warren back where he used to be in his second role, where he was blocking on third down and he was going out for routes, catching the ball, and he was making plays. Almost Nick Herbig of the offense. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want back. The two-man game like we had with Najee and Warren when they was at their peak. You can't say that wasn't exciting. That wasn't good football, because it was. We just couldn't get the quarterback to match with it. Couldn't get the quarterback play. But you gotta like Rico Dowdle coming to the Steelers, man. You gotta love it. You gotta love it, man. All right, what else I got for us? Let's just go quick through some other people. Of course, we can't. Okay, all right. Let's get into these running backs, man. Since we talking Rico Dowdle here, let's get into these running backs that been picked up. We got to start with Kenneth Walker Jr., right? The third. My bad. We got to start with Kenneth Walker the third. Going to the Chiefs. Come on, man. How we let this happen? The one good thing about this is we don't have to worry about Jeremiah Love, which I was praying for, going to the Chiefs. But the same thing if they picking up Kenneth Walker. The same thing. So when they went with the sure thing and paid the man, and now the Chiefs got him a nice little running back, this might be able to buy him a little to the time until Patrick Mahomes gets healthy, keep them a winning record. And the Chiefs, I think the Chiefs think they back, man. They also re-signed Travis Kelce. So, yeah, man. Chiefs looking good. Super Bowl MVP at running back. We shall see. Is he fat happy? I don't see Kenneth Walker as that type of dude. So, this should work for the Chiefs, man. And, Andy Reid running back can be pretty dangerous. Pretty dangerous, right? All right, Isaiah Pacheco is leaving the Chiefs. He is now joining the Lions. So, him and Jahmyr Gibbs is teammates now. Backfield buddies, man. Two of the toughest, two of the smallest, toughest, quickest, jittery-ish running backs in the league, both playing for the Lions, man. Now, they lose their big back, but they get extra quick, man. They get extra quick. And with Jahmyr Gibbs making his money, they're depending on him to be the number one guy now, period. Pittsburgh Big Dog says, Chiefs always making solid moves. Why Seattle let him go, man? I'm not understanding that. That's one of them Super Bowl things. I won the Super Bowl. We good. Somebody's always going to get out of there on one of them Super Bowl teams, man. They're going to overpay him. And I don't really think they overpaid him. Seattle, can they afford to pay him? You would think so. You would think so. But a lot of, let me see, Tyreek Woolen got out of there. That was about it, man. They kept that team pretty much together except for Kenneth Walker, man. Charbonnet, I guess. I don't know. Ain't no first round running backs instead of like, I know they ain't moving up for Love. Who's going to do that? So I don't know their solution. Maybe they cool. Maybe they happy. But I do know running back Travis Etienne signing with the Saints. We're going to stick with the running backs. And this was another why they let him go situation. Well, what are we doing, Jacksonville? You just had a good season. Liam Cohen coming in. Trevor Lawrence finally getting it together. And Travis Etienne was a big part of that, man. So I really didn't understand that. Maybe they have salary cap issues, which, I wasn't digging too deep into. But that's the only reason I can think I would want to let Travis Etienne go. You know what I mean? So he's going to the Saints. And what does that mean for Alvin Kamara? He's going to play a little bit of backup. And what does that mean for the Saints altogether, man? They was coming on last year, right? Travis Etienne is really going to help this team. And I think Travis Etienne is from New Orleans. And I think that's the real reason he got out of town. I don't think he ever considered staying with Jacksonville. So that happened real quick. And the Cardinals also picked up running back Aguilar from the Falcons, right? No, Algier, that's how you say his name. Algier, number 25, real good running back. Always the backup, though, right? Always the backup. And he finally gets out of town. James Conner is released by the Cardinals. And it looks like Algier might be able to get his chance to start finally, man. We shall see. Cardinals sticking their neck out there. He do got some tread on his tires a little bit. He's been around for a while, but we'll see. But, we talk bad about the Cardinals already, right? one of the worst decision-making organizations in the league, and just didn't really treat Kyler Murray right. I think he'll be treated much better in Pittsburgh, and could be, maybe we can get the second coming of the Michael Vick, Andy Reid, and Michael Vick. That's what I'm looking for, man. That's what I want. That's what I want. Brim in the chat says, I remember my 3 combos. We got into to talk, bro. How these fans ran my coach out of town. I'm still pissed off. Yeah. And you know, always catch myself when I'm talking about the Steelers and what they're gonna do and how they're gonna do it and how they're gonna use these players and this and that. I always get caught thinking like what Mike Tomlin used to do. Right? I can't get it out of my brain, like, you know, because you gotta, when you're predicting the Steelers, I like to be realistic, you know, what the Steelers are actually gonna do sometimes. And, you know, Mike Tomlin was part of that for 20 years. Not saying he made all the decisions, because, you know, us Steeler fans that know he was handcuffed like a lot of other coaches are, but he did do certain things. Like, Mike Tomlin was the wide receiver whisperer. I would trust Mike Tomlin much better in this year's draft right here than I would McCarthy. Now, I'm not saying Mike Tomlin is picking the first round pick in the draft. Neither is McCarthy, probably. All on his own. But it's that 4th round, that 5th round, and that 6th round where they let Mike Tomlin loose. Even 3rd rounds, guys like Deontay Johnson, Emmanuel Sanders, Antonio Brown, Martavius Bryant. He don't never get his credit for the wide receiver whisperer. He doesn't. Mike Wallace. Let's keep it going. And he won a Super Bowl with young Santonio Holmes. Mike Tomlin is the wide receiver whisperer. How many wide receiver whisperers you know, bro? He got all them boys paid. Juju Smith-Schuster. Their name was Young Money. He had them all at the same time. Mike Willis, Emmanuel Sanders, Antonio Brown, Hines Ward was still around. Kevin Colbert and Rooney wanted Kenny Pickett. Mike T didn't want him. You're right. The only thing I really remember them giving Mike T was the Devin Bush thing, and he did kind of screw that up. But Devin Bush is back now, man. He just didn't fit in our system. Or just, his rookie season was all right, though. Got hurt, remember? Devin Bush went through some injuries. So was it the Steelers, or did he just get off to a bad start? Now Devin Bush making that paper, man. Definitely making that paper. All right. See what else I got real quick before we get out of here. That's all the running backs that got down, man. The Raiders did a big one, you know what I'm saying? Getting Nakobe Dean, Quay Walker from Green Bay, Lyndon Wall from the Ravens. Why Ravens let their center go, man? They basically telling, look, it's on you, Lamar. It's on you, my man. Make it happen. Can't afford that bullshit no more. If you think you're the man, you run it. We fired the coach for you, you run it. Tried to get you Max Crosby. That ain't work. That ain't work. That dude just got paid in Chicago. Yes, he did. Talk about Devin Bush in the chat. Yes, he did. Now, a couple more, man. Free agency. This free agency frenzy been crazy, bro. The Giants pick up linebacker Jamal Edmonds, man. Edmonds, our first-round pick's brother. I think he's a good linebacker, man. The Giants scoop him up. And I seen the mock draft where they supposed to get Sonny Styles. I think that kills that. So Sonny Styles might drop. I'm telling you, man, don't be surprised when Sonny Styles drop. I don't know if they go for all this combat stuff, right? But Khalif Raymond, man. Y'all know Khalif Raymond, good punt returner, good little slot receiver for the Lions. Goes to the Bears, his ex-coach. And Caleb Williams with another weapon, man, after losing DJ Moore, which I don't think is the biggest loss for them. Like, they think it's a great win for the Bills, okay? I'm going to say the Bills, you know, they got what they needed, and the Bears didn't need it no more. So, you know, good trade right there for both teams. All right, the Titans get some help at wide receiver. Wandale Robinson, good wide receiver. He was for the Giants. Fantasy wise, he was always killing, you know what I'm saying? Good slot receiver for Cam Ward. So I do like that pickup by them. Mike Evans to the 49ers. I wonder how that's going to work out. Brock Purdy already weird number 13. And I just thought this was weird. It's going to be weird to see him in any other jersey. I don't know, man. Getting a little old in the tooth. I don't know if this is the best move for the 49ers, but they seemed a little desperate. But I don't know what they didn't like about Juwan Jennings. He's still sitting out there. Thought that was weird. Don't be surprised if he finds his way back to San Francisco once they wisen up a little bit. Darnell Savage. Hold on. Darnell Savage in the chat says Steelers. Oh, the safety, huh? For the Bills. Oh, I remember him from Green Bay. Yeah, he's a good little scrappy little player. How old is he? Found his age. Okay, hold on, here we go. Darnell Savage, 28. Okay. Okay, we're going to see what we can do with him, man. I mean, we got a little safety thing locked up, but, you know, Jalen Ramsey can get cut too. Jalen Ramsey can get cut. It could be a little casualty. Speaking of Steelers DBs, the Vikings pick up Pierre. Let's see how that work out. I wish the Steelers could have held on to Pierre, but, you know, they're only making $4 million a year, too. Seemed like the Steelers could have ponied up, but he got out of town real quick, man. Maybe he didn't like the facilities. And, you know, Mike Tomlin leaving is a big thing, man. A lot of dudes was around. Big Ben wasn't wrong when he said he's a great recruiter. He was just wrong when he said he should go back to college. He made a good point and a bad point all at the same time. A lot of dudes come play for the Steelers because it's Mike Tomlin, bro. A great recruiting tool in free agency, but not college. Two different types of recruiting. Not that he couldn't, though, but still. We're going to miss that when it comes to Mike Tomlin. Isaiah Likely to the Giants, going with Harbaugh also. Told y'all earlier, they also picked up Harbaugh's fullback back in Baltimore, Patrick Ricard. Can you imagine Patrick Ricard for the Giants with Scatterboo too? Damn, that's a tough-ass backfield to get around right there, boy. That's a tough-ass backfield to get around. And another ex-Steeler, Minka Fitzpatrick, going to the Jets. Look like he might be ending his career out there in the Jets, man. I guess the Jets is trying, right? They also picked up DeMario Davis, some old dudes, man. I mean, I guess you got to have 11 dudes out there, right? I don't know if Jets fans is too happy about that, but things might work out. They put Breece Hall on a franchise tag. I don't know, you know, hold him hostage. He don't want to be there. So we shall see, man. But yeah, two fast dudes, man. Alec Pierce and Rashid Shaheed go back with their teams, the Seahawks. And Alec Pierce goes back with the Colts, man. And it's been a crazy free agent frenzy, and it ain't over. And whatever you thought about the draft before free agency is totally out the window. You got to rethink it all. Do your mock draft all over again. And we shall see, man. We just know the Raiders got the first pick of the draft coming up in Pittsburgh, man. Tom Brady going to be in town. We hate the Raiders. We hate Tom Brady. So that's a double whammy. And get the pick first in their town, man. You'll be on the clock all week. They on the clock right now, man. So they going to come. Raider Nation. It's far away, though, but we shall see, man. You out there fixing the potholes and all that shit. Trying to make the city pretty. What we going to do, though, man? What these people going to do, man? We needed that Le'Veon Bell and that Logan Paul fight, man. That would have been something to do. I mean, what's the top 5 list of things to do in Pittsburgh when you come to Pittsburgh? Go up top on Mount Washington got to be number 1, right? Mount Washington got to be number 1. Going up on Mount Washington. See the whole view of the whole city. I don't think too many cities got that. Now, you go to, like, San Fran, they got hills and stuff like that. You can see far up on the hills, but to see the main downtown up high and see the whole Pittsburgh from that view, that's got to be in the top 5 of things to do when you come to Pittsburgh for the draft. go up Mount Washington and look at the whole city. You're going to be able to watch the draft from Mount Washington. If you can fast over the park. But on that top 5 list would have been Le'Veon Bell trying to knock out Jake Paul, bro, or Logan Paul, whoever the fuck it is, Paul. But he got scary because, you know, Le'Veon Bell wanted to knock him out right here in Pittsburgh. Right here in Pittsburgh. That would have been good, man. I done trying to go to that. For real, for real. Because, you know, he was talking mad shit. That wasn't going to be no setup fight. That wasn't going to be no, you know, I rub my nose and that means you've been hitting me too hard. No, Le'Veon Bell was going to try to get his. You know he knocked out Adrian Peterson with the quickness. In the chat, Brim says, nah, they moving him to nickel and Asante to going to be, yeah, you're right. Definitely Asante's taking over. Scooped him up quick. I like Ramsey at safety, man. He made a lot of short tackles last year that saved us, bro. A lot of short tackles that saved us. That's how I feel about Jalen Ramsey at safety. I thought he was perfect for it, man. Ain't no way I'm moving him out the way. He made the Pro Bowl. He made the Pro Bowl. Why would you move the man around and he just made the Pro Bowl at safety? And he made so many saving tackles. Ain't scared to tackle, won a tackle, and he's getting burned that corner, man. You gonna put him on a young slot receiver? I ain't really feeling it. That's just my opinion on that. But yeah, man, hey, I appreciate y'all tonight, man. Everybody in the chat, man, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, man. You know what it is, baby. It's the Underground, man. We'll be back Sunday for the week of review. You know that, man. But if this shit get a little spicier, I might have to come back. Y'all already know Steelers pick up Kyler Murray. Y'all about to hear from me ASAP, man. So yeah, man. Hey, it's the Underground Sports Show, man. I appreciate y'all. We out of here for the night, man. Have a good one, man. Yeah.
It's the underground. It's the underground. It's the underground. It's the underground. You better pass. You better run. And that's your ass. Boy, you done. It's the underground. It's the underground. Yeah, it's the underground. It's the underground. You better pass. You better run. And that's your ass. Boy, you done. Move the sticks. First down. You better not step out of bounds. You don't really want it, but you really need it. It's the underground, man, we undefeated. Michael Jackson couldn't beat it. Fourth down, couldn't reach it, man. Your squad about to lose it. Go ahead and face the music. Flip a coin, you still lost. Pay the cost to beat the bars. Turn your motherfucking lights off. Yeah, CTE, these niggas can't see me. Got your head fucked up, got the game locked up, and it's over for your ass. Fourth down, you better pass. You know what it is, you ain't gotta ask. It's the underground, it's the underground, it's the underground, yeah, it's the underground. You better pass, you better run, and that's your ass. Boy, you done. It's the underground, it's the underground, yeah, it's the underground, it's the underground. You better pass, you better run. And that's your ass, boy, you done. Warning, give me 2 minutes. Warning, give me 2 minutes. Warning, give me 2 minutes. Yeah, warning, give me 2 minutes. Yeah. 2-minute warning, give me 2 minutes. Drive down the field, boy, you know we gon' win it. Clock still ticking, my kicker about to kick it. Put you in the sleeper, get a sack, Grim Reaper. Ain't no overtime, I'm going for the 2. You ain't make the playoffs, what you gonna do? Better ask your boy, you ain't got a clue. Yeah, throw it up to me, boy, hands like glue. Warning, give me 2 minutes. Warning, give me 2 minutes. Warning, give me 2 minutes. Yeah, warning, give me 2 minutes. Yeah, talk to the hand, stiff arm, man. Yeah,
breaking down every score. My team about to go to war. Best show in your city. Told you that from the door. Warning, give me 2 minutes.